Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. This evening's scene will take place in Agrabah Nights, the Teftani nightclub and eatery of the ages, where we have instituted a new rule. Agrabah Nights will indeed provide you with whatever food and beverage you desire. However, you must say poof before it will appear, because we thought this was funny. So, new house rule. Damn right, poof. As I have described it many times, the room itself looks to be a very sumptuously decorated and ornate Bedouin tent, wherein many low tables sit with shisha pipes that dot the with shisha pipes set upon them. My apologies for the coughing. We will have an interesting evening with our intrepid mage adventurers as they enter our fine establishment. I will leave it up to you to do your introductions and the order of such while I go and refill my tea before I die.
Don't die.
Dying's for cowards.
That only works if Kim says it, damn it.
Did you know, Evan,
I'll
that you die when you die?
People die when they are killed.
Exactly.
thank you for that, Tiger.
You're welcome.
Bad fan subs, bad fan subs.
You're good.
I'll go ahead and post first. So Roros will probably already be there with his golden-eyed companion, who looks like a Bedouin Sikh. Roros is dressed in one of his usually flashy attires. He actually is wearing a rainbow t-shirt. Like literally, it looks like a rainbow just got painted across the front of the t-shirt with a bedazzled denim jacket on. His hat is he's wearing a painter's hat that looks like it's a glossy silver, and he's wearing bootcut jeans and Converse Chuck Taylors. He has his laptop case with him. I'm assuming he got his laptop back from Iscariot already. He's also got a backpack and his skateboard.
All right. Also, already sitting in Agrabah Nights, sitting on one of the tables, on one of the low, whatever the fuck they are, are Eliza and Hyun. Eliza has had a couple of cups of coffee so far, and is pouring, just speed reading through a newspaper about this new sarcophagus find. So what do you think they actually got in here?
I don't know. It could be anything, really. Well, not anything, but
Well, because they're saying its nature is druidic, but it doesn't look like anything druidic.
I think Alexandra said the symbols on the thing covering it up were Enochian.
Oh, of course
Yeah.
it's Enochian. Nothing can ever be original anymore.
Nope.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Still, I'd love to actually take a closer look at it.
Yeah, I can try and pull some strings, see if we can get in there. But not promising anything. But
Oh. Well, I'll try on my end as well. Oh, they're new cats. Somebody's putting their kittens up for sale.
I suppose whoever wants to come in next can come in next. Tiger, did you want to describe Hyun?
oh shit, yeah, I should probably do that. He's a fairly muscular-looking Korean man. Keeps his hair kind of cut short. Like you can see that it's black naturally, but typically wears a hoodie and just a nondescript pair of pants, like black slacks or something.
Alright, who wants to go next? Darcy or Mikhail?
I will wait for EST's return.
Ooh. Austin's living on the dangerous side.
In that case, sure, yeah.
Actually, one moment before Darcy enters, Siren will simply walk into the room. He will open a very intricate looking silver pocket watch that will make a slight clicking sound. If anyone attempts to talk to him, he will hold up his finger and he will count down 3, 2, 1. Now you can enter.
Ah!
What?
Darcy kind of tumbles out of the door onto the floor. Ow!
That would get Rorus's attention.
What? Oh. Which day is it today?
Wednesday.
I believe it is Wednesday.
Oh, well, that makes sense. She continues flipping through her newspaper.
Wait, this wasn't a dream?
No, it was, I assure you, quite real, Miss Elspeth.
Oh, fuck me.
Rorus is going to look over at Siren. Does the prince know that you did that?
Oh, yes.
All is well then. Can I get you some Code Red?
He will extend a Siren extends a hand down towards Darcy to essentially help her off her butt.
Yep, she'll get up and kind of dust herself off. I had seriously thought, oh well.
Indeed, that is why I thought that you might have had the concept that this place was in fact an extraneous element of your subconscious. So I said it would be wise for me to ensure that you actually were able to meet to make our lunch arrangement.
You know, you could just said that I thought I was dreaming it. Didn't have to be so elaborate.
I'm a librarian. If I was elaborate, who the hell will be?
I'm pretty sure if politicians would use that argument, then no one would vote for them.
He will smile before he will say, "Allow me to introduce you in that case. Some of you here I know." He will incline his head to the new sorry, the new Tautani, whom he has not met. But he
Who
will
has
say,
not
He
met
hasn't come in yet.
"Oh, he hasn't come in yet."
Well,
He was
I was
waiting
gonna
for
ask,
you.
what does Mikhail see on the outside of Agrabah Nights as he was walking through the streets?
So, Agrabah Nights is a known safe place. It is a known place for mages and for anything like that. So I'm always happy for everyone to know that it exists.
Okay.
Outside it is a you will notice a large Eurasian man, someone of indeterminate origin, who is standing outside the door dressed in a ornate black suit with a black tie, wearing black sunglasses. And as he will nod his head to you, and as he does so, the sunglasses will fall down, and you will see the fact that his eyes are a glimmering gold color. Uh, which is, for the record, fun fact: all of the different types of gin have different colored eyes. So they're all suitably unique and brilliant. The top three ones are the kind of knights, or they aren't actually called knights. They have a proper name, but I can never remember it. Theirs are a stunningly or like a supernaturally pale sky blue. Then you have emirs who have purple eyes, and then caliphs have bright, almost glowing red eyes. Fun fact. Holy crap, that was some real background noise.
I am terribly sorry. Some asshole decided to fucking plow through my street for some reason.
Yes, you will see a large Eurasian man with glinting golden eyes.
He will smile and nod.
I hope that you are well this evening, Sadiq. Please go right on inside.
Ah, thank you.
He
And
will open the door for you. You will step inside.
he will make his way in. Take it there's still the
Oh,
curtain.
by the way, Austin, just so you know, when you walk in, the Bedouin sitting next to my character has the noticeably golden eyes and is not hiding them.
Mhm.
Gin everywhere, I say.
Exactly. He will walk in through the curtain, kind of looking to his behind him, to his left and to his right, and that nods that it is safe. And permit his two to manifest.
For the record, fun fact: Jinn don't unmanifest. They're always physical. That's part of the reason why they're slightly weird for spirits. They always stay physically manifest.
Okay. Then he will be walking in with uh, a a woman with sky blue eyes and another woman with fiery red hair and fiery red eyes.
They won't have red eyes. That is the stupidly high rank one that is like NA. I can't remember what the
Yeah,
worker. I can't remember what the workers' eyes colors are. I will find it for you and send it to you.
Great.
thought the
Then
workers were gold.
No,
Or is mine of
the warrior are gold.
Yeah.
The worker or something else.
Well, it's also the other. It's subcased of worker.
hmm
So yeah. So other strange eyes.
I was like, if one of the nine Caliph walked into this bar, there'd be a fight.
No, no, no. A knight cased and a worker cased. Slightly off center from normal worker case, though.
Roros will stand up and properly bow to the night cast. As Nazir, his warrior cast, will stand up and bow as well.
The knight kind of looks up and down with those very kind of imperious blue eyes. Will raise an eyebrow before they will incline their head. They won't give a full bow, but they will just barely incline their head.
Roros will turn to Nazir and say, "Please inform the Emir that another of our kind is in the area."
As you say, Sadiq. He will stand and he will putter out of the room through the other tent. The other tent flap. Siren, at this point, has managed to get Miss Ellsworth onto her feet, and he will say, "Allow me to do the proper introductions in that case. This is Miss Eliza Hoth of the Society of Evil."
Oh, hello. I'm Darcy, not of a society or anything. I have a YouTube channel.
Oh, cool. Hi, I'm Eliza. What kind of YouTube channel do you have?
Oh, it's mostly fashion. Though I'm sidestepping to Hollywood as well. Hopefully, at some point.
Cool. That's pretty dope.
Allow me to also present to you Yun Choi Bani Veditius of the Order of Hermes.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, hi. I'm Darcy. Nothing really complicated. Just Darcy.
uh, right, how do you pronounce your characters? It's Al-Kamadi, isn't it?
Ol Kazari.
Oh, Al-Khazari, cool. Allow me now to introduce you to Roros Al-Khazari of the Teftani.
Boris will incline his head. Pleasure to meet you, Madam Ellsworth. Welcome to Agrabah Nights. I would not presume to welcome you in place of our host, the Prince of Dubai, but as one of his vassals, I welcome you as well.
Wait,
As
we're in Dubai?
no, the Prince of Dubai is currently here. His father, the king, is maintaining the kingdom elsewhere. I am one of his humble vassals, as well as on the board of directors for VisioWare. For those who don't know, VisioWare is probably the second or third highest, um, second or third most profitable and highest software developer privately owned in the world. Also, this kid, he's 20, but he looks like he might be 19 or 18 years old.
And my apologies, sir, but I don't know your name, Siren will say, turning to the new person.
Ah, my name is Mikhail, also of the Taftani.
I see. In that case, allow me to welcome you to the city of Dublin. My name is Master Siren of the Ecstatics, for the cult of ecstasy, if you wish to be official. But yes,
And he will
hmm?
he will bow deeply. Just the pleasure is mine, I assure you.
But yes, Miss Elsewhere, these are your new peers, I suppose one could say.
Um, yeah, hi everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Sorry, I kind of doubted your existence just earlier, but pretty convinced now.
It's all right. You want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, coffee sounds good actually. Do you have cappuccino?
Sure, I do.
Oh,
Eliza's gonna get one cappuccino for Darcy. Just
You're forgetting this. I was gonna say you're forgetting the
hmm?
you're forgetting the sound effects, Max.
Poof. Oh wait, because it's a new rule. No, here's what happens.
FK for a second.
So because she will look around, doesn't see anyone. It's like, wait, oh, all right. Poof, cappuccino.
It will appear right in your hand. Boop.
Here you go.
oh, yeah. I forgot that stuff kind of appears here. Thank you.
I did too.
Oh,
It
okay.
is all thanks to the magic of our Emir, our wonderful, beautiful Emir, who is currently off handling the prince's business.
I see. So, could we poof in a slice of carrot cake? Poof.
It will appear right on the table beside you.
Oh, look, I did it!
Are you sure you would like something more intriguing? A hunch of roast pheasant with brushed red potatoes and fennel. Poof.
Goof.
Roast will properly slice the haunch, make sure there's enough for everybody to have a taste, if they so desire.
I mean, if he's paying, sure.
Pheasant.
Siren is going to look at Darcy, and he will say, "I will leave you in the capable hands of these individuals, if that's agreeable with you, my dear."
Okay. Well, it's fine with me, but didn't you just kind of pull me in here to, I don't know?
Ultimately, what I can teach you is me going to be talking at you. What they can teach you, you can learn through conversation.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. That sounds they don't use as big words that you do. Not that there's anything wrong with the length of your sentences, and your words putting into place things. But yeah.
No, I understand. He will
May I
smile
have an aside?
again. Hmm?
May I have an aside?
Sorry, what did you say? Brett? I kind of only got half that sentence.
Aurora says, "May I have an aside?" Meaning, may he speak to you off to the side for a moment?
Speak to Siren.
Huh?
Someone else.
Siren.
Huh. Siren will nod and he will say, "By all means, walk me out."
Aurora will move to escort him out and will say, "My apologies. She is newly awakened.
Yes.
She's kind of old for it."
He will contemplate for a moment before he will say, "Different people come to their epiphany at different moments."
Ah, so she is new to her truth. I see. So, very well. Do not fret. We will do our best to educate her on what is truth and what is falsehood.
I have no doubt of that, Master Rose. In that case, I shall bid you good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you as well. You sure you do not want something to drink for the road? Maybe some wine, code Red Zero?
I'm quite fine, thank you.
Very well. Be at peace, Steed. Oh, is it in Chad? It's in Chadi for foreigners, right?
It's in Jadi for foreigners, yes.
Be at peace in Chad.
He will nod before you will see him very calmly walk downstairs.
So whilst they're out, Eliza will invite Darcy to sit with Bok Choy / Yun and her at a table. Maybe eat some apple pie or some orange pie or whatever pie.
Pie sounds good. Darcy
Orange
goes to
pie?
town.
Rose will come back and will look to Mikhail and say, "Greetings to you. It is very welcome to see another of my craft in the city, one that is, not the prince, of course. Is there anything I can do for you? Do you need a place to sleep? A car? I can get you a car. My finances are strained a little bit. It may have to be a Lexus."
All. I appreciate your offer, but my wealth, my lodgings, and my transport are all taken care of.
Ah, very well, of course. I did not mean to make any suppositions. I am just making sure that you, as a fellow member of my craft, are comfortable in the city, as I am considered to be the most experienced of our people here in the city. I wish to make sure that you are taken care of.
Indeed. I will take you up on that at some point, should I need anything.
Of course, of course. And he's gonna look over to Darcy and say, "And you, do you have suitable lodgings, a suitable vehicle?"
I mean, suitable. I was not completely happy with the size of my bedroom, but they kind of guaranteed me at the hotel that it was the biggest they had. Um, I'm still looking for something.
Well, I have a wonderful real estate agent if you're looking for some place to buy. Just let me know what your budget is, and I can see what I can do.
Okay, I'll have my personal assistant contact your real estate agent then.
He'll pull out a piece of paper, scratch down a name and phone number, and hand one over, and we'll look over to who's going to look over to Hune and say, "Oh, good news, brother. They have begun demolition on the house."
Oh, so are we gonna put up a new house or?
Yes.
Oh,
It's complete takedown. You can't rebuild that. Too many bad memories. But
right.
we will begin construction as soon as it thaws.
Wait, we blowing shit up?
Yes and no. The haunted house, I bought
Sounds like
it
a
in all
There's a smile that appears in Eliza's face as you say no, as you say yes, and it frowns kind of when you say no.
If you wish, and I could make a call. I could put you on the demolition team.
I mean, my kind of demolitions isn't very You know what? Never mind. This may be a bad idea.
From the center of the room, there is a sudden whirlwind of raging sparks, like an electrical current that is dragged around and around and around in a circle, until there's a not a blinding flash of light, definitely a snap of light. And you will see this woman standing on what appears to be a small pad in the center of what was that maelstrom of energy. Before she will hold out her hand, the pad will neatly fold itself up and fly into her hand.
Oh, hello, Admiral.
Look over.
You will see this woman standing there. She is pictured as pictured, so she will, though her face is much more kind of, how would I describe it, military stern is the face I'm going to use, as opposed to the somewhat suggestive face she's wearing in this picture.
Gotcha.
She had her hands clasped behind her back, and she will say, Captain Todd, a pleasure to see you again.
It's been a while. Been like a month now.
Hmm.
Can I get you anything to drink?
No, I'm quite fine, thank you. An interesting collection, I must say.
It's Agrabah Nights. Everything here is strange and interesting.
She clicks her heels and does kind of a, not necessarily a salute, but kind of a mixture between a kind of a, as in she straightens and she will say, um, she was around during the war, but I think only Eliza ever met her. And she will say, allow me to do the formal introductions then, in order to be polite and up tempo and all that. My name is Admiral Samantha Woodbridge. It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances.
Roros will politely bow and say, Roros Kazari of the Teftani Craft, welcome to the domain of my master, the Prince of Dubai. If you should need anything, please let me know.
She kind of looks at Darcy and looks her down and is like, "Are you quite all right, dear? You look as if you look as if somewhat shocked."
I'm not shocked at all.
Right.
She's new.
Ah, define new.
She dropped in
terrible.
just a minute ago.
You've
Yeah,
got to be shitting me.
no, it was yesterday. I thought it was a dream, and then I kind of just went on with my life. I have a. Oh, I probably do we have cell reception here? Anyway, I was about to go to a meeting, and God, I really need to cancel that. Yeah, I kind of fell in here again.
See, would you like something to calm you down?
Again. You
That
fell in here again.
Yeah, I was here yesterday as well after my car got smashed in by another car because I stepped out because someone in my head said that something was going to happen at midnight, and then it was midnight and I thought something was going to happen, so I stepped out of the car. And if I hadn't had that thought in my head, I probably wouldn't have stepped out of the car and wouldn't have had the other car kind of crashing on the car. But then I stopped time and I saved everyone, so it's kind of awesome.
I'm going to reiterate my offer. Would you like something to calm you
Um, that it's gonna kind of depend on what it is.
You'll
Actually,
see
you know, it's not gonna depend on what it is. Just bring it.
she will put a very small. It looks like a breath mint in your hand. That's around the size of my. That's around the size of your thumbnail. As I said, it appears to be some kind of candy or mint.
Bill, you should but sure. And
Beg your
Darcy
pardon?
follow it.
Okay. Hi. I take it you don't have a mind shield at the moment.
Absolutely not.
Excellent. Um. You know what? Everything is just really great. Like 10 out of 10. Everything is just, you feel like everything is, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
If there's a unicorn, I will definitely sign.
Okay, yeah, there's a unicorn too. His name is Bob, but he's a
Boop.
little bit temperamental. There we go. But you just feel pretty gravy.
I'm slightly worried that she's carrying around these tablets.
Do you voice
Why?
that?
No, because Eliza doesn't know what the fuck they are.
If it helps, you can see she takes them out of a small dispenser she appears to have on her waist. Which is, she presses a button, there's a little binging noise, and one literally pops down.
So she has a Pez dispenser with a bicycle bell on it.
Yes.
That's exactly what went through my head when you described it.
But she will say, "Believe it or not, I'm actually here on business, Captain Hall, that involves you."
Me?
Yes.
Oh, alright. Do we need to take it
Well,
somewhere else?
no, I won't be here necessarily very long, and it's something I can get done here. She'll basically take out a what looks to be a it almost looks like a tablet, like a like an ordinary kind of Samsung or an iPad, and she'll leave it down on the table, and she'll press a button. At which point, it will fill the room practically. Holographic map will appear on the side note. Hey Darcy, pretty colors.
Ooh.
They're really pretty, and they're dancing and swirling.
That's cool.
Well, I'm saying it's mostly because you're stoned as fuck right now, so have fun with that.
Nope, she's staring at the pretty colors.
She'll point to an area. For the record, Eliza, do you possess? Eliza now has spirit.
No,
Do you
she does
possess
not.
Oh shit, you don't? Well, you're bad at life.
Womp womp.
Do you possess cosmology?
Yes.
I possess both of those things.
So
Anyone
do
who
I.
wishes to may make me an intelligence cosmology roll, difficulty 7.
Does I have to check if my lures help?
It's not based on lores, it is just a straight cosmology roll.
Okay. All right. So
Jeez.
intellect cosmology. Only 4 dice.
Well, thanks to my one, I have no successes.
Which dice roller are we using?
Dublin dice rollers. Roll, I guess.
Yeah, thanks to my 1, I have -1 success.
Jesus.
Did you botch?
Yes, I watched.
Okay. Why in the name of God is she showing you a map of pre-World War One Malaysia? Because by God, that's a map of pre-World War One Malaysia.
I am not going to say anything because
What's the
I do
difficulty?
not want to embarrass the admiral in front of her captain.
It's
So
difficulty 7.
I do have the etiquette to not do that, by the way.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
2 successes.
That is an umbral map.
Okay.
She will point to an area of the map which will kind of light up a little blinking light, like boo, boo. On the side note, Darcy, there's now a blinking light. Your universe is pretty much complete.
Nice. I want to touch it.
You will attempt to, as you walk over. It's almost like a cat that's just pawing at a light that it can't touch. But it's like I gotta keep trying. By God. But basically, she will turn and she'll say, "We've detected unusual etheratic signals from this area. Considering the fact that there's literally nothing there, and from a new, shall we say, non-aggression pact with technocrats, it's strictly off limits to them and their devices. We were quite curious what it is that's causing such signals.
Is it an SOS signal?
I don't know. Honestly, it's merely a vague trace of etheratic energy that frankly shouldn't be there."
This is it's yeah, no, it's an it's It's a dimensional imprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which sector is this?
It's not far from Jupiter, located approximately 3.8 parsecs from the system.
Ugh. Well, that's a journey.
It was also, as I say, hotly contested. This is in what we've determined to be the current demilitarized zone between ourselves and the Technocratic Union.
Is this on that one moon of Jupiter that nobody's allowed to go on because nobody knows what's there?
Maybe.
You're sending you're so you're bringing this to my attention, presumably to ask me to go and investigate, correct?
Well, Captain Holt, how can I phrase this? You're a hero of you are currently a hero of the society, being one of the individuals who brought to light the evils of Project Morpheus. That and you and your ship are entirely expendable.
I think that was a diss.
Would you rather
I
I lied to you? That's really not my style.
I do like being famous. Bless you.
Thank you.
Stop dying, George.
If it helps, Saskia, as you're pawing at the light, it changes color. It's almost like it's anticipating you.
This is a fun game. Kind of follow the lights.
All right. And she pulls out a single circle with like a dial in the middle and I will like rub my hand over it like and a set of keys appears and a screen. Just transfer it over here. I'll look it up, see what I can
Yeah.
do. And I'm gonna need a crew.
I thoroughly trust you to recruit one. As I said, they will be considered equally as expendable.
I don't like being expendable.
You will see her lean down and press her thumb into the device, which will then upload the schematic for the umbral map into your device, and she will say, "Well then, succeed in this mission, and I guarantee you, I'll upgrade your status."
You'd think that, revealing a master plan of some sort of fallen sect of some, whatever Hijimadu give me more than that, but no, apparently not.
I mean, if it helps, bureaucracy's a bitch.
It is, and I'm so glad you're dealing with that for me.
She will smile before she'll put her device back in her bag, and she'll say, "That's all I have for you, Captain Hall. It's been a pleasure to meet all of you."
Are the lights gone?
Likewise, Admiral, please stop by again in case you want anything to drink or eat.
I would be delighted to do
Smile and
so.
wave.
And yes, my dear, I'm sorry, but the shiny lights are gone. Would you like to calm down some more?
No, you've drugged her enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
This is
She
a
will hand
terrible
you.
plan.
She will hand you another small capsule. This one is blue, whereas the other one was green.
Cool.
I really hope those won't show up on drug tests, just in case she needs to get a job.
And Darcy will take it.
Just as the Admiral once again disappears, that is actually the counter to the thing she gave you. So welcome back to society.
Whoa. What's the problem?
Fantastic. Eliza's gonna shift her dial with the screen, kind of look over at the place. All right. Well, suicide mission it is. Again.
Hey, what happened just now?
My boss showed up.
Gave you some really fancy pez.
Just-
Oh. Oh well. Okay. Cool. So,
Why is it?
Hmm?
Why does it have to be Sector 16? Why does it have to be Sector 16?
Which one is that?
Oh, it's okay. So Jupiter is a little bit of a hotbed in the whole galactic warfare thingy. Its moons have been colonized, with the exception of one, and that's the one in Sector 16, and nobody goes near there. Nobody has gone there for some reason. Like both sides have made a pact with whatever is there to not go there. The pact was recently dissolved, and just things are happening.
Well, it sounds like there's a perfectly good reason to not go there.
Yeah.
whoa,
Why
whoa,
does
whoa!
that sound
Hold
familiar?
up, hold up. What is with this sci-fi space story?
Oh.
Society of Ether, that's their thing. And the virtual apps.
So normally people do magic with magic. I do science, as I call it, with technology.
Huh?
Exactly.
She does the super science. I say words in funny languages and things happen.
Like Star Wars.
Is something like that. Think more like Tony Stark. Iron Man.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Whereas, I sing and things happen, and I incant and things happen, and I make hand motions and things happen. Typically, the things I make happen are explosions.
Hey, we got something in common.
I've been able to manipulate gravity lately, and that's been fun.
It's a fun experience, isn't it? I've recently completed my some of my devices that manipulate gravity. Whilst in an enclosed space, I'm hoping to put it to use in a jetpack.
I could see that working. I'm still trying to make it affect my skateboard and not send me flying into a wall.
Practice.
Exactly.
But
Proper
this,
footing.
yes, this, and she kind of dings her tablet. This is something that is on my list somewhere. Somewhere in the middle.
What is it?
It's an investigation. Does anybody fancy going to another planet?
Yeah, might as well.
All right,
Take some bucket list.
all right. You're on my list.
Hell yeah.
That sounds cool as shit.
Darcy, you're on my list.
Cool. I'm on a list.
I
I
believe
don't know what
my
the fuck we're
boss
gonna
called
do.
this a suicide mission, and I like living.
Sure, you don't have to come if you don't want to.
Have you?
I
Uh,
mean, come on, suicide. We're just gonna be the best. We're gonna rock it.
Exactly. Darcy, do you have a phone?
Sure. Which one?
The one that I can reach you the most and most frequently.
Oof. And she will actually pull open her phone and gets out like at least 3 phones.
Or I can use all three of them.
I would volunteer. I just do not know if my duties will permit it. I have my duties at school. I have my duties to the craft. I am still working on building the new building. I've also been a little weakened since I did that whole thing last time with the. I basically converted a necromantic weapon into a blessed weapon and sent us all to peace.
That's all right, man. Like I said, I don't know what's out there. I will not be able to guarantee anybody's safety. So if you're not feeling up for it, don't do it.
Oh, I will just put me on the list as potential because I would go if I have time.
All right. And she dings her tablet against all the phones, just like ding ding ding. All right, there we go. I now have your number.
Um. What? How? Oh, never
Science.
mind. Magic. Oh, science.
Wiggles fingertips.
Actually, it's not magic. It's called what?
What?
Mikhail wiggles his fingertips. Science.
Actually, he's going to. Well, it's called. What is it called? Brett actually doesn't remember, but I know Roverus was. Looks, he has technology too.
Techno magic?
RFID data transfer.
RFID data transfer, but it's got something else. It's called. He's just going to say it's RFID data transfer because I cannot actually remember. NFC, that's what it is.
Glorious. I'll be sure to grab you guys when it's time. Don't expect it to be time for a little while though. These things take time to prepare.
Yeah.
That is fine. I just hope nothing on your ship is weak against electricity. That's kind of my thing. And kinetic force.
My ship may be haunted.
I still need to buy a spacesuit.
No, you
I
don't.
can
You'll provide one.
I can build one for you,
I happen to
but
think that the little lady would look quite lovely in a spacesuit, but then again, that's just me.
Chop
Who
up.
Looks over.
Some of you have met Nine Fingers Tam.
who now?
Hmm?
Who now?
Have you met? Some of you think have met him. Have you not? Have you met Nine Fingers Tam?
Nope.
Roberts doesn't.
Oh,
Austin has. Character hasn't.
Young gives him a friendly wave. Hey, Tam, how are you?
oh, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, but all in all, still moving along. And yourself, Mr. Choi?
I'm doing all right.
Good to know. Good to know. Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to meet you. Nine Fingers Tam at your service.
Rosso Kazari.
I am merely here to inform you that my glorious lord and master will be imminently arriving, and that you should make suitable preparations for his appearance.
Young starts clearing tables and moving them to the side.
Eliza looks so confused right now. She's like, what?
Yep.
Roros is going to look over.
Sideshow's coming.
Oh, that's all Roros needs to hear. Roros will head to the back flap of the tent to let the Emir know that there's a potential psychopath on their way.
Darcy will look equally as confused as Eliza.
Okay, so there's one of the leaders of one of the particular groups in the city is coming here.
Okay.
So
Cool.
so they want to make sure the place is adequately prepared to receive someone of such station.
Also, he'll probably kill us if we don't.
Yeah.
No, no, no,
Well,
Joy. My master does not kill where my master can educate.
He'll do horrible, horrible things to us, but leave us still alive if we don't.
It's so nice to have Google Translate next to this guy,
Isn't he just?
right?
well then,
Roros is going to pull out a coin and start spinning it in his fingers. Anybody have forces side up?
Nope.
Just checking.
Ah, new
We
faces. As I said, Nine Fingers Tam. I don't know many of you here, but always a pleasure. If any of you ever require any service that I may be able to offer in my own meager status, you will see he will hand you each business card. It simply says Nine Fingers Tam, Fixer. Please, you let Nine Fingers know.
Evan, can I make like a roll to figure this guy's shit out? Like, who is he?
Define. Okay, what would you like to find out about him?
I just. That's a good question. Just his general status within the traditions.
He doesn't really have any.
Okay.
You can roll me an intelligence streetwise check if you'd like.
Do I have streetwise? I
You
do.
can roll it.
I have 3 dots in streetwise. Holy shit.
Anyone who is particularly interested in who he is as a person can roll intelligence streetwise.
My answer is yes.
How much of the yes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 worth of yes.
Wow, that's a lot of yes.
There's a lot of yes.
Horus doesn't have Streetwise.
Okay, so for Tiger, big, and for Elias, because you guys are interested. So Sideshow is what's called an Oya, which means he is the head of a criminal syndicate, or the head of a Yakuza group. Essentially, Nine Fingers, from what's whispered on the underground, is essentially the Psycho Koman, or Seikyo Koman, which is essentially he's from a mafioso perspective, he's like a consigliere mixed with a general administrator. He oversees a lot of dealings and in general kind of is a fixer for things, if you understand me. Several of you have also met Saito's apprentice, Mei Rin, who is something entirely different. She is a Wakigashihara, which is essentially a first lieutenant, or that's how it boils down. But basically, he is Nine Fingers is a very powerful man in the thousand tailed dragon Shinsengumi.
All right. Eliza will actually stand up and walk over towards him. Oh, so you're him. I'm sorry. It's nice to actually put a name to the face.
Do you extend your hand to shake his?
Yeah.
Okay. He will offer you the other hand, and you'll see the reason why, because he literally is missing a pinky on the hand you offered to shake.
Fair.
Really, he did. He actually did.
What do you mean?
There's only one reason why they cut off the pinky. Either it's offered to the Obion, or it's because he talked.
You may make whatever assumptions you wish.
You may never know.
I think it's both.
She'll shake his hand. I've repaired a couple of your guys' cars from time to time. It's just I always did business through a middleman.
Ah, well, we are always happy to have good help. I'm led to understand that, for example, he'll hold up a finger as he looks through his phone. Yes, Samira Khatri, for example, does patchwork whenever it is we hold fight nights. Charming young lady.
Yes. Get around. All I do is repair your cars. Nothing more, nothing less.
You might be interested then to hear that the master is intending to hold I wouldn't call it drag racing, but a race through the streets of Dublin. Perhaps you might want to enter car.
Horus will actually raise an eyebrow and say, No, I made a promise. After what happened to the Lotus, I'm not allowed to do anything dangerous with the McLaren.
my days of racing are long past.
That does not mean you cannot enter a car and have someone else drive.
I'll think about it.
By all means.
I can drive.
My apologies, young lady, and who might you be?
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Darcy.
He will walk over and he will look her up and down and he'll say, You are rather lovely. I must admit I am somewhat entranced.
Thank you. I know.
He looks at Eliza. No, rather, he will look at Hyun and he will say, I assume that you will show young lady proper etiquette for when Lord Taisho arrives.
Is that in
Yes.
Mandarin?
No, it's in
Canton?
Korean.
Oh, Lord.
Ken just kind of poker faces. It's been quite a while since I've had to do that. A refresher would be nice so people don't get educated.
Ah, yes. Vigorous education is my lord forte.
Eliza's gonna shoot a glance to Hyun, look at Darcy, look at Hyun.
Out of character, I cannot for the life of me remember what the proper etiquette is. So,
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll see how this one goes. I will pay any of my money for Lord Sideshow to get our seat. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Everything. I mean, I have a plan. It's not a good plan. It's called Get Darcy the fuck away.
I have an even worse plan, but it'll
What
be
if-
fine.
What is your plan?
It's a surprise.
Oh lord. Well, I will commence plan to get Darcy the fuck away.
I honestly want to see what the prince will do if Sideshow starts shitting his business.
I do not.
Sideshow has straight up murdered people in his business before.
It's true.
How?
Well, this will be my shortest character ever.
Wait, how did Sideshow get away with murdering somebody in the home of a Teftani master?
They were
You guys,
technocrats. You know?
you guys will hear a number of footsteps on the stairs coming up to the room, for the record.
Hey Darcy, you want to see some other places I can show you around?
What kind of places
My place is pretty cool.
is it? Are you trying to get me into bed?
Sorry, I don't swing that way.
Okay.
Sounds like he's trying to not get you in the grave.
But I've got this circle that'll get you somewhere else. You just need to walk to it.
A circle that would get me somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I need to learn more about magic and how to do it.
Well, the circle is very magical.
Okay.
Roll me some fucking subterfuge, because you know it's not magical, it's science.
I know. Who's rolling subterfuge?
You!
Why would I roll subterfuge?
Because you fucking know that you have no trouble with magic, and you're saying it's a magic circle. It's not, it's science.
No, I know it's not. I've got the mystic mind merit, Evan.
Oh, you do. Continue.
I am bad. Remember, we had an entire character arc about this.
Shut up.
Thank you, storyteller.
I will fight you. At this moment in time, the flap will open, and two individuals, very heavily tattooed, wearing kind of long overcoats. You can see that they very obviously got pistol sidearms, and they also don't seem to give a fuck about the fact that they're carrying them in public. As you will then see entering behind them this individual dressed in rather traditional Japanese clothing, who has a full katana daisho in his belt. Yeah, so for those of you who remember it, that sword is very much there.
I hate that sword.
I
Oh,
know, right?
bother.
The mere presence of that sword annoys me to death.
Why?
Because it's a. You know why, Evan.
It's kind of made of sad.
It's made of fuck you.
Oh
Hyun,
my.
whenever Lord Sideshow enters, Hyun will give him a respectful bow, traditional style.
On a side note for Darcy, because this is a thing with Darcy, he has an appearance of 5 with an appearance spec in I Am the Dragon. Take that as you will.
Is this a thing? You know, fuck it. It's a thing that starts now. Okay.
Oh, no.
May I roll like intelligence or wits etiquette to give at least a semi-proper response to this? Because you know, when a guy
I
is
will give you a wit. I will give
respect,
you a wits etiquette roll. Yes,
Okay.
wits etiquette roll.
I'll roll.
that is not my forte. But hey,
You know what? Stranger things have happened.
oh,
Spending willpower.
fucking hell!
That was either really, really good or really, really bad.
7, 8, 9, 10.
What's the difficulty?
Well, fuck me. Okay. Standard diff.
I'm rocking this.
Well, 2 successes.
Okay. You're pretty sure that Hyun had the correct idea, that a kind of a formal bow is probably correct. Also, for Darcy, it is a very much speak when you're spoken to situation.
Hmm.
Roris is going to put the coin away and give a proper bow while biting his tongue at the fact that this guy just walked in armed with 2 armed fuckers into his master's domain.
Saisho looks around the room with very cold eyes, eyes that almost seem to leech heat from you. His eyes will fix on Eliza, and he will say, "I'm curious, Miss Hart. You are a friend and compatriot of Miss Imari Ortega, are you not?
I most certainly am.
Is she openly intending to snub me? I wonder."
Probably she's doing that with everybody.
I have requested that she, I politely requested that she indulge me in a performance of her skills, offering far more than the market rate, and she has not even had the goodness to respond to my letter. I am wounded.
Knowing her very short attention span, yeah, I can see that happening. I'll give her a kick in the shin about it.
I am unsure if you are being literal or figurative, but this is acceptable.
Coffee?
Question: do you actually sip your coffee while he's here?
No, I'm offering him a cup of coffee.
He will raise his hand in a very polite no. Let me know if anyone does sip or drink anything while he's here. Mostly because Lord Saisho's echoes are in his presence, all beverages taste like blood.
Well, that's
Fantastic.
Hmm?
Lord
But
Seychelles, the most edgy of edgy characters.
bear in mind, Ikiro was his sister.
Ugh.
The fuck do you want from life?
I want you. Never mind, Evan.
Hi.
Beg your pardon?
Nothing.
You want you?
Thank you, Saskia.
You're welcome, honey.
I mean, I will accept being wanted by Max every day of the week, Wednesday on Sunday. Um,
I'd have to fight Maya for him, but
I mean, she is small. She does have the lower center of gravity. I'd be doomed. But as I said, with that, he will nod, and he is then going to turn to leave, clearly happy with having been here. He will then stop midway through his turn, and he will say, "Interesting. You." He will point to Darcy with a single black painted fingernail.
Fucking hell. Yes. Darcy will again bow because you can never bow too often.
He was going to walk over, and he will put his skin is almost unearthly pale, not quite albino, but it's very very white. And he will raise a hand, and he will put his thumb and his forefinger under her chin to bring her face up to look at him in the eyes, and he will say, "Ah, I can still scent the second birth upon you. How interesting."
Yesterday.
Beg your pardon?
It was yesterday, I think.
Ah, I see. Fascinating how it is that we may all come to our truth, but we must all walk a different path to find it. Do you not agree?
Well, I don't know much about paths yet, but I'm sure if I would agree.
How very interesting. What's your name?
Darcy Ellsworth.
I will have to remember the name. He will kind of remove his hand before he will once again turn on his heel and leave the room unless anyone else wishes to say anything to him.
I am actually spending willpower to ignore my inappropriate flaw.
It was a good meeting. Everyone had fun. Talkie, all good.
That went way better than I thought it was.
Is he gone yet?
Yeah.
Phew. Well, that was highly awkward.
Lord Saisho is a very intense man.
I could tell it was dripping off of him.
Eliza chuckles.
If it helps, my dear, for all you know, he will ask you to be bathed and scented and brought to his room later. I don't know how the master feels about these things.
I'm not necessarily against all those things, but I would like to know someone better before that happens.
There's a kind of a nod, like, yes, I'm sure you would.
Darcy, as tiny as she is, makes herself a little taller and just kind of huffs in a way of, do you even know who you're talking to? She has fame too, so.
So famous. Jesus Christ. Give that farmer a chair.
Yeah, and we'll start moving the tables back to where they were.
Roroso, by the way, I
In
forgot
that
to
case, friends, I will leave you for the evening, but always good to see you. And besides, think about what I've said about racing. Needless to say, it would be an interesting way to spend an afternoon and much money to be made.
Interesting. If you need any cars upgraded, so to say, let me know. And if you want special orders, let me know far in advance.
After all, who knows what will happen, but I will be delighted. I will let you know. Good evening, gentlemen, ladies. He will bow, little kind of click of the heels and bow. He will back out of the room.
I forgot to mention, Roros does smell like ozone whenever you're close to him.
I swear, some people you just have to let them be.
That
We'll look
coin's going to
over
be out
towards-
again, and Roros is going to be just flipping it across his fingers back and forth.
Mikhail will look over towards Eliza and Roros. And so that man is the head of a local tradition.
He is the head of the Akashics? No.
Yes, he is the head of the Akashiana in the city of Dublin. He's also one of the most powerful people in the city currently.
And one of the most dangerous, and you can never tell if he's on your side or not.
What's that?
And not be a sociopath.
Bubble bath. Poof.
Did you just poof a bubble bath?
Okay, what actually happens is you say bubble bath poof. What happens is a whole bunch of scented bath water will appear, hovering in the air about 30 centimeters or so above you before it will come crashing down.
No.
As the water appears, he's just gonna look at his two companions go, this is not gonna end well. And I'm probably going to get wet. Sploosh!
Actually,
I
as it
got
hits,
wet.
Roros is going to jump up onto a table.
I got wet.
No, you didn't. The knight interposes herself and physically shields you with her body because that is her job. You are bone dry.
Ah, thank you.
Roris is going to see if he can speak to. I can't remember. Do I have mental communication with Nazir, or is that I have to talk to him directly?
You have to talk to him directly.
Okay. Roris is going to say, Nazir, see if you can take Miss Knight and get her dry.
I should have poofed a jacuzzi.
No, because then more water would have appeared.
I don't think I'm very good at this magic stuff yet.
It's easy. You just gotta think
Like
really logically.
explicit. Think. Bring your desire of words.
Because
Explicit in term.
what you want here is apparently to take a bath, right, or something like that.
I just thought it would be fun to have a jacuzzi here so that, we could enjoy something after a tense moment.
Well, they do. Ask Roros. They have just about everything here.
Roris will nod
Oh,
and he will walk off to the side and he will look for the Emir. Is the Emir in the back?
He's in fact.
Oh.
One moment. Yeah, she is in fact standing in the back.
Lady Emir, there's somebody who wishes to use the bathing quarters. Is such available?
Yes.
Very well, I'll send her to you. He will walk back out from the tent flap and walk over to Darcy and say, the Emir will lead you to the bathing quarters. Very beautiful woman with purple eyes. Just through the tent flap.
And you say Amir, and he starts to blink, and his head tilts to the side, almost like a Kadama. Just
Yeah. Ross will look over to Mikhail and say, the prince is familiar as an Emir, and she is quite adept at handling the magic of this place. She does, however, wish to make sure that everyone is comfortable, which is why I am sending Miss Ellsworth to her.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Shadiq. The Emir will say as she walks out. For those of you who are interested, she is pictured exactly as here, but her eyes are a beautiful, stunning, striking lilac purple. Upon seeing you, the other two jinn in the room will immediately go down to one knee.
Did Nazir come out with her?
He did. He's kind of puttering along behind.
Rose will, of course, bow and say, beautiful Emir, as ever you are a vision to my eyes.
I thank you, friend of my master. And it is you who wishes to bathe.
oh, yeah. Well, it was kind of meant as you know, a thing to lighten the mood somewhat, but I wouldn't be against it.
Oh, actually, I would also like to take up that offer if it also stands for others.
By all means, the bathing chamber is large and spacious. You would all be more than welcome as my master's guests.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you ever so kindly.
I tell you what, guys, as my chest is actually starting to hurt at this point in time, I'm going to call the scene here. If you guys want to go into a bathhouse episode, you're more than free to do so. Make up the fucking bathhouse. Looks like I don't care. But
it's
thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Scene in Darkness and Tumblr. Have a pleasant evening.